To do it. There's no music because we got to get right into this because it's a fucking Tuesday. It feels like it feels like this was the longest and shortest week of the year, right?
Yeah,
Like,
usually is.
yeah, but it feels like weird that there's no football tonight. Like I had a football overload all.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the first week. Everyone just goes hog wild for that sort of thing.
It was fun. I thought last night you had a fantastic game. At least the first one. I didn't stay up for the Raiders game.
The
And
second one
then
was Denver Broncos putting their offense back into the 1970s. You didn't miss much there.
I saw the first half and Joe Flacco looked really bad. Like, what happened to
They were just throwing short passes and checkdowns. That's all I saw them do.
him and Eli Manning, like two Super Bowl winning
Hey, the Raiders look
championships.
really good.
Yeah.
I mean, really good.
And I also laid money on the Broncos thinking that the Raiders were going to be so dysfunctional that I was like, oh, that's going to be easy money that they're all fucked up. And nope, I was totally wrong. And didn't happen. Did not happen. And then I found out. So I put money on the Ravens and the Chargers. And then I went to go check and I forgot to confirm my bet on the Ravens. So I ended up just losing money on the Chargers. And then
Uh,
the then I lost money on the fucking Broncos, man.
the Broncos. Jesus, man. The
Yes, everyone.
Broncos.
Yes, everyone in the chat. We've heard the AB news. We
Oh,
cannot.
trust me. It's 15 minutes ago. I tweeted about it.
Yep. Hold on. I gotta adjust my chroma key here. Turn this a little bit too much. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. It's always weird with the green screen how it works like that. All right, so tonight we're gonna do the NFL tier maker here. We're gonna read Snapchats, of course, and then we're gonna do the tier maker behind here, and then we're gonna monitor baseball scores, and hopefully the Mets don't blow the lead during the goddamn stream, and so that y'all can
I,
enjoy my fucking sadness.
well, I mean, the Mets need every win they can get. I just looked at their schedule. They're playing the Dodgers and the Braves. So
Yeah,
they still have those left. Plus the Rockies at Coors Field. So who the hell knows what happens there?
the magic's kind of gone. It's kind of.
Well, you had your hot streak. I feel like the Mets are going to be a team that just misses by a game or two. And you know you're going to have all those games you're going to be looking back on and kicking yourselves. If you have a legitimate bullpen,
Would
might have a
you?
shot at a World
They'd
Series.
be
That's the
yeah,
thing.
they'd be in first
Because
place
like
by.
your Mets' biggest issue is the Mets. They get in their own damn way. Because on paper, you have a legit starting rotation. You have a quality hitting core. And technically, you thought Edwin Diaz would be your shutdown guy, but it's been rough. Like your management and your executive brass are holding you back.
You know, and Cespedes is signed. Like on paper,
Yes,
yeah. If Cespedes was healthy, Edwin Diaz was normal, and Jerry's Familia was at least something of what he was. You know who they should bring back is that Henry Mejia guy. That's who should be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is he at Boston College, or is he in Boston still?
I think he
Speaking of
was.
which, some interesting news out of Boston too.
Yeah, he's a three-time steroid abuser. Mejia is what he
I
is.
even got back in Major League Baseball for the same steroid.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let me look up Henry's Mejia.
I'm curious too. I'm going to look up his year stats.
Yeah, he's on the Red Sox.
So I
Huh.
thought. I know he's on their minor league team.
Yeah, banned for life means nothing. Like the only way that you get banned for life from
Oh,
Major League Baseball is to actually die. Like, oh, your
yeah.
life has ended. Now you cannot go back to Major League Baseball.
Oh, he got lit up like a Christmas tree in Pawtucket.
Oh, he's in
Two and
Pawtucket.
seven with a 6.38 ERA, 58 strikeouts, 17 walks, 10 home runs given up. So yeah, he got lit up.
He got lit up. Bad video settings. Uh oh. Is it? Is it?
That's also
Hold
it's also
on.
YouTube.
Let me. Oh, I can't change this. It's at normal latency. I don't know what's going on. Oh, they're saying keyframe settings at 8.3.
I blame that more on YouTube, to be honest with you.
Yeah. How's it looking out there, guys? Does the frame rate suck? Or is it
I'm not having
decent?
problems on my end.
I don't see it either. They're just saying it's bad ingest. See, they fucking went to this new live control room. All right, thank you, Phoenix. They went to this new live control room and it sucks dick. All right, we're going by one guy's assessment. All right, let's get started on these snapper chats, and then in say 5 minutes we'll start the tiers. We'll basically go through every game and then rank the two teams involved. All right.
Definitely, man.
All right. Privilege failure for $4.99. Dolphins for the 2019 Tank Bowl champions. RG3 was scoring touchdowns in the game. It's time. Thanks to you both, and keep up the good work. Yes, Bob Griffin got in the game and threw a touchdown. Which was...
Dude, they were so bad in that game that apparently a bunch of several players called their agents to demand trades. Like, it's that bad, apparently.
Right. And their
Brian Flores was calling them a good team.
Right.
Before the game.
Go ahead. Oh, I think you cut out.
You're cutting out again, mate.
Oh, no, you're cutting out. Yeah. I think that their agents were just like, "Hey, do you know why you're on Miami? Why don't you put 2 and 2 together? We would have sent you anywhere else." By the way, if you
it's also that
football.
I mean, it's a professional football team, but you have to consider next week they're playing New England, but you have to remember New England in Florida, and especially in Miami, is usually a death sentence. There's a track record to see that Miami might win this game.
I don't see something different, but you never know. Sometimes some teams just lay complete eggs and then go out and become world beaters the next week. It's the NFL. So I would not count them out. Would not count them out.
It's too early to count anybody in or out right now.
But
it's okay to laugh at them, but
they made Lamar Jackson look like prime Aaron Rodgers. Like, that's how good they made him look.
As I said, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt because he played Miami, and everyone looked like shit on that team.
Yeah, that was a total team effort by the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, yeah, that was hardcore Dolphins.
Yes. Keep removing.
Definitely, man. Give me 1 second here. L. Chris for 2. Captain Schlosser, leader of men. Also, why? Because the Steelers fucking broke me on Sunday. That's why. Like,
is that picture of Ben Roethlisberger's chin looking like he's got Turner syndrome?
It's real. Like, it's just like, if you look it up, like a bunch of people linked it to me. It was like a highlight of him on Sunday just looking up. He looks like a toad. And I'm just like, yeah, that works.
He looks like the neck dude from the Criminal Page, you know, like his neck he just looked like a fat piece of shit. He looks terrible. And Jake Bazell drops $50 of his dad's money. I'll just read it now. Hello, my friends. From Jake Bazell, my Broncos have lost in heartbreaking fashion, but at least I got to watch the Dolphins get absolutely obliterated. I wouldn't be surprised if the sports ball segment was just Tree laughing and or crying because Ravens. Wow. Jake Bazell,
they did get annihilated.
I was so disappointed in the Broncos. Like, I thought I'm like, oh, this is a winnable game. Like,
that's what I thought too. They looked chicken shit. Their offense was conservative as hell. It was like I was going back to 1972.
I just thought that the Raiders were in such turmoil that I didn't know that there'd be so much addition by subtraction. I don't
know about that. I felt like they wanted blood after that situation. That's what I felt like.
That's true. That's true. They were like, dude, that video that AB released where it's John Gruden asking. He's like, "Do you want to
Yeah.
be a Raider?" And he's like, "I've been wanting to be a Raider since day one." I'm like, No, no,
Nah.
shut the fuck up." And everything like Antonio Brown is that girlfriend that you'll never win with. Like she always has an answer for something. Because even John Gruden was like, "Dude, you're a hell of a football player. Why don't you be a football player?" And he's like, "But I'm a person too." I'm like, fuck you, Antonio Brown. Like this guy is trying to speak logic into your fucking dumbass head, your CTE infected head, and you just don't want to hear it. You're just a piece of shit. And now
Because
you're a
Antonio
patriot.
Brown is narcissist, and now he's being accused of rape, and apparently he's going to defend himself there too, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's all old shit. All right, the splinter in our minds, and then we'll start the tier ranking. I have an idea for how we'll do the tier rankings, but the splinter in our minds, $5 holla. It drives deeper and deeper, slowly shattering us with every loss to the tyrannical usurper, draining our sanity until we are a withered husk.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's very powerful.
I'm seeing his avatar. He's a Steelers fan, I think. Yes. And he's quite aware that the Steelers suck. I think that's what it's going on. And
Dude, everyone in this city is about to die.
oh
That
my
is
gosh.
kind of what we're getting to right now. Like, you
Tom,
not only lost embarrassingly in week one, you lost embarrassingly in week one to the Patriots in Foxborough. You got pantsed on national television. So this is like pretty much an ego blow for the entire city. You only
I
got to see them flex their sixth championship on national TV. They signed your best wide receiver, and the guy you replace him with is dropping everything like it's a shopping sale at Black Friday. So
what's
what
even
was that
worse
like?
what's
Oh boy,
even
Chris Boswell made a field goal. What
yeah.
am I supposed to be proud of that?
What's even worse is they didn't even need fucking Antonio Brown. Like they didn't even need him. They were just even if he was healthy, ready to go, it would have been like, oh yeah, yeah. He would
Can't be
have just
bailed out by high end talent when you no longer have high end talent. Just saying.
it was sad. I thought I was pessimistic for the Giants, but you took the cake. So
Well, I mean, there's still time. Everyone's saying it's only one game, but
that was
with the way that D got torched, it's yeah. Like the only things I'd say really looked good were the defensive line and a little bit of the O line, but they looked out of sync too.
yeah, it was bad. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. So we got the tiers over here. I'm gonna turn myself off, or actually, I'm gonna shrink myself a little bit more here. Oh, look, I'm tiny. I'm a tiny little man. I'm a tiny man. All
What
right,
up, Napoleon Complex?
yeah, I'm 5'10". I'm 5'11", so I don't need to fucking do that shit. All right, we got 5 tiers here. Okay. Wow, the snapper chats are coming in. We got to think of the tiers. So the top tier, I guess, would be what? Super Bowl contender, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then next would be maybe
You would probably have your division title contenders.
division title.
Then B would be wild card.
Yep. Then wild card. Then sadness. And
Probably
then
mediocrity, and then tank bowl.
mediocrity. Yep. Mediocrity. Did I spell that? Nope. Oh, I love the spell check on that shit. And then
Ooh.
Tank Bowl. All right.
I wonder what I'm going to do for tank bowl this year. I mean, especially if the Dolphins are considering tank season.
I don't
Wonder
know.
how you do that.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. So what we're going to
I'm
do.
thinking that Fitzception was going to save them from that fate.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go in order of how the games occurred. And I've got the scores over here. So I'll go Packers and the Bears. And then we get to rank both teams. And it's so hard to tell with those two teams, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Packers won, but the Bears should still be the division title team. Like, I cannot put them.
And the problem is their offense didn't show up.
They were terrible. Kiss and titties look so bad.
Trubisky, the problem is, like, I see him as more and more of an Alex Smith type, like a low a ceiling, high floor kind of guy. I mean, he won't embarrass himself, but he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who will lead a team to like a Super Bowl title.
Do you think
So,
do you think that the Packers just gave everyone the blueprint on kissing titties?
well, their offense wasn't even that good. Like, they only had one drive.
Yeah.
So, I'd be more alarmed about that.
It was pretty bad, man. Like I would
It was an ugly game. It was a lot of sloppiness.
But
And I said this before, this is why you need preseason reps, because a lot of people looked rusty and off sync.
Yeah. Where do you put the Bears though? Where do you put them?
It's between division title and wild card. I'll still say division title because I feel like it may have been a fluke. I like their defense. They were really strong.
I agree.
So I'll still say that.
I agree. I'm not sold on the Packers, but I'll put them in wild card.
I'll put them in wild card for now.
Yeah.
But
someone might kick
them
out.
Very barely wild card.
Yeah, someone might kick them out. Let's read some snapper chats here.
You Definitely.
Crimson Huntsman.
Crimson Huntsman for 5. If the Titans stay healthy and play like that every week, they win the division from a Falcons fan.
Titans look good, man.
Oh, they did. And also, I don't know how much of it is Cleveland just falling apart. The Tennessee Titans just showed up. That's pretty much all they had to do. And let's be fair, 9-7 could win the AFC South. It's that weak right now.
Well, they got one already. You know what the Titans did to the Cleveland Browns? They put like an inflatable balloon in their asshole and just pumped it full of air and just stretched out Cleveland's diameter. That's what happened.
They beat the shit out of them.
It was like 13-6 or something early, and I was like, Cleveland, y'all better be worried about this. And then the next thing I looked up, it was like 50-0.
Their offense stalled out, and Baker Mayfield was forcing passes left and right. His line was garbage. Odell Beckham was wearing a $350,000 watch.
Yeah.
Like, who wears a $350,000 watch in a physical game? Like, I mean, I wish I could burn that much money. Just saying.
That's why the Giants traded him for Jabril Peppers.
Well, I mean, Giants I wouldn't be boasting about the Giants either, but as I said, the thing with Odell, you should have traded him the year before.
Yeah.
The fact that you signed an extension to him, you just look like idiots.
Yeah, but he was more tradable then. All right, the Zach Taylor, YOLO Swaggins for $10. The Zach Taylor era in Cincy has begun. Andy Dalton leads the league in passing yards after week 1. Here's to another decade of losing in the first round of the playoffs. Ooh, that hurts. Cincy lost, too, by a point, I believe.
Yeah, they looked all right. I mean, the thing is, they didn't really... They lost out because of a few key plays by like a Jadeveon Clowney, Russell Wilson. But they looked all right. I mean, they didn't look as catastrophic, although I feel like Seattle's a decent litmus test, and I think they did what they needed to do to win.
Yeah.
Although I don't agree with that being a fumble in the end, even if it didn't matter. But
yeah, it's going to be tough. All right, read this.
At least they can hold their heads high.
Read this next one, and then we'll do another game.
With a splinter in our minds for 5, the usurper doesn't even realize what it does to us. We are to it as pocket lint is to a finger, no more significant than any of its other subjects.
Ooh, is he talking about New England? Is this Beast of Metal, and he changed his name? Is that
I have no idea.
It's hopefully he's not like gonna turn this into some like dark porn.
Yeah, he's going on a massive soliloquy.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
I don't know. We need some music to it, like some.
Yeah. Should we just like do all of his Snapchats at once?
No. I like the disjointed. I like the disjointedness of it. Like it's just like, all right, let's read a regular Snapchat and then very esoteric, strong death metal overtures. I don't care. All right, let me read the James Amadei and we'll do another game. James Amadei 5, NFL Week 1 of 22 represents salt everywhere. In other news, Luke Combs says beer never broke his heart. Play it, Tree.
I mean, salt is everywhere. Pittsburgh, there's nothing but salt.
Salt. All right.
But
go ahead.
don't know that song otherwise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mr. James Amadei.
James Amadei. How about this? Next time after we do one of these teams, the one person reads 3 snapper chats in a row because they're coming in hot, you know?
Yep, definitely.
All
Mega
right.
hot.
All right, Chiefs and the Jaguars. Chiefs look like Super Bowl contenders to me.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, their defense was still pretty suspect against the rookie QB, but their offense looks solid.
And Jaguars were good at the beginning of
Mediocrity.
last year too, and but they're better than they were last year. I'll tell you that. And the Chiefs still put the hurt on them.
The problem is with Jacksonville, they just lost the guy they gave 50 million guaranteed to for God knows how long.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Gardner Minshew is going to keep up that.
Minshew, yeah, that's true. So yeah, they would have been in a wild card, but Nicky Foles threw a touchdown and then got immediately hurt. So mediocrity tier for him.
Oh,
for
yeah.
them, for sure. Faux show. Faux show. All right, you read the next 3 snapper chats.
That I can do, sir. Let's go for the splinter in our minds. For 5, we destroyed them once, not so long ago, and yet they came back stronger, driving the splinter deeper, paying the referees even as they didn't need to. The squid for 5. Remember when the Patriots didn't have any outside threats at receiver? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yep,
You gotta
and
read that
Josh
slow.
Gordon looked good last week.
You got to read that one slow. You got to be like
Yep.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. With some birds chirping in the background, you know.
Maybe a little acoustic guitar likely
Yep.
playing.
All right, that's good.
And the splinter in our minds for 5. They didn't need the PI no call on that 4th down to slay us, yet they paid the refs out of compulsion, and they kept bludgeoning us, driving it deeper.
Deeper into that ass. God, I'm loving the splinter in our minds right now, man. He's like dissecting how off what it's like to be a Steelers fan right now. Could
Pretty
you imagine
much.
if that happened in downtown Pittsburgh? How bad that would have been?
Oh, that would have been a funeral. If Seattle comes and just beats our asses, that it's going to be a very bad scene.
I think you do better next week, honestly. I think a lot of teams that lost this weekend do better except for the Giants. All right.
I think Seattle's a better test, I feel like.
Falcons and Vikings. Vikings to me looked very good. They shut out the Falcons for most of the game. I think they are in division title as well. I think they might knock the Bears out of division title. What do you think?
I still say wild card for now. I feel like the Falcons just played poorly. And I think that did a lot of it. Plus, the Falcons now have their line in shambles, even though they invested so much in their line. And now, guess what? Your first round pick's going to be out for, I don't know, 2 months.
Yeah, that's true. I'll put the Vikings at wild card too. I think, but I don't know. It's so hard to put so much stock in the game.
I need a little more time.
Yeah, I know. The fail clowns. Where do you put them?
Oof. As I said, I still think them as wild card. I think their offense gets their shit together, but they're veering towards mediocrity.
I think they're in the mediocrity tier. They were bad against the Vikings, man. We got to put some stock in how they played, right? Even though
of course.
we think that they're hot shit. I mean, last year after week 1, the Jaguars beat the Giants, 20-15, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, they're still the wild card," and where'd they end up? Or they were still Super Bowl contenders, and they ended up shitting the bed. All right, I'll read these next 3 Inferno style. Tree, do you think AB caused all that drama to purposely get traded to the Patriots? You guys are funny and amazing at what you do. Keep it up. I don't think AB is that smart.
The problem is if AB deliberately did that, he should be suspended because that sets a horrible precedent for the league.
Yeah, that someone could LeBron like that.
It's not even a LeBron. Like, he pissed away tens of millions of dollars to just go to a team of his choosing. You're literally gaming the system.
Why didn't he just
what's the point of free agency if you're going to game the damn system?
That's true. Why didn't he just request a trade to them? But I saw a meme where it said, remember when the Patriots traded the Raiders' 3rd and 5th round pick for Antonio Brown?
I think the Patriots had offered their first for Antonio Brown, but Steelers didn't want to trade him to New England, which makes sense.
Yeah, and now their worst nightmare happened. Yep. That's what happens. Midge Dio's back. My boss tells me that given how the Dolphins were crushed by the Ravens, it's better to buy a preseason ticket for the Panthers. I guess he's talking about the Florida Panthers. NHL preseason next week. Yeah, the one thing that I noticed, I went to a preseason game once. It's just like regular season hockey. Like, they don't take shifts off and dick around. Like, they're out there to play hockey.
You have a lot of players trying to get spots at the NHL level. Yeah. That too.
They play hard as shit. It's not like NFL where they're just dicking around. You know,
one thing for Miami for their home games, they're going to be dirt cheap. If you look at it as more of a comedy act instead of a sporting event, they're going to have a lot more value out of those tickets.
Yep. And all right,
that's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to read the splinter in our minds. One more. Even now, the usurper's champion taunts us, his declaration of supremacy echoing across their domain. The splinter throbbing in time to 3 simple words. We're still here.
Do we keep the climax? Or do we keep...
No, I'm going to read it. We're still here. We're still here.
And I ruined everything.
We're
sorry.
Still here. It's okay.
Terrible.
I had to read that.
I'm a bad host.
You're a bad host, but fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady.
Oh, everyone can agree with that. Let's be real.
Fuck him. All right, here we're now at Titans Browns. Titans put up 43-13.
I said I still see like Browns. I'm dropping to wild card.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But I said I found them to be boom bust. Like I found them to have an equal shot of 12-4, 4-12.
They're gonna get their shit together. They're way better than that. They're
better. I mean, with that offensive line, they may be in trouble though.
They fucking better. But where do you put the Titans though? Like the Titans are an enigma wrapped in a burrito. You know, like
I said, they strike me more wild card right now, but they can go up to division title with another strong week.
Someone's got to win that division, you know. Someone.
It's either Texans or Titans.
Texans put up a hell of a fight. Yeah, I'm gonna put Titans at wild card. Texans were better than what they did to Deshaun, for sure.
Oh yeah, you can thank Bill O'Brien and his idiocy for that.
Yep.
Let's put it this way: they need 10 yards. You go into a prevent defense with 3 of your defensive backs.
They only rush 3. Like
you do realize they only need 2 points to win.
The smarter coaches send those zone blitz. Like the coaches that doesn't happen to blitz and pressure or put
Drew Brees isn't even a scrambling quarterback. Just
right.
Like double man your guys. That's all you have to do.
The other thing that I hated about that play call was there's only 6 seconds left. So if they would have taken away all the short stuff and forced them to throw deep, yeah, they could have even completed it, but time would have run off the clock. So it was dumb. It was really dumb on their part on how they played that and just gave them that underneath route, knowing that they had a timeout. Just horrible. Horrible. All right, you read the next 3.
That I can do, sir. Let's go with Paul Feinstein for $2. Guess I'm focusing on New York Islanders now. Thanks, my beloved derp. They play like shit. They got stomped.
Yeah.
Alcide for $5 Canadian. Who's your second favorite NFL team?
I don't have a second favorite team.
I don't know if I really have a second favorite. I like the Buccaneers, like in the early 2000s because of that defense, but I don't know about now, to be honest with you.
I have a second favorite team. Whoever's playing the fucking Cowboys. That's who my second favorite team is. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. And the Cowboys look good. The Cowboys look like fucking Super Bowl contenders. I fucking hate to say that. I fucking hate to say it.
I'm not ready to say Super Bowl contender yet. I'll say division.
The Giants secondary made them. Fucking Antoine Bethea is like older than me.
Yeah, and you replaced one of your better defensive guys in Landon Collins with that. So have fun.
Yeah, and Jabril Peppers, who I was talking to my buddy who's he's from Cleveland or a Cleveland Browns fan. I was like, Peppers is good, right? He's like, dude, he's so slow. He has to play like 30 yards off the ball because he has no closing speed. And I was like, oh, thanks for the scouting report. We're fucked. Uh-huh. All right.
Have fun. Well, I mean, The Giants still think they're competitive. So,
No, they don't. I don't.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
nobody does besides the Giants.
Uh-huh. All right, read that Splinters. The Splinter, and then we'll go to another game.
Even now. But then,
You fucked
so
up.
for 5. Yet even that is not enough to break us. Still we persist, shrouded in the shreds of our former glory, looking on as the usurper takes our throne.
I
The problem
wonder.
with like the Snapchat thing, it's just like it's hard to like sort because when you reload, everything resets.
I know, like I tried to scroll down and now I'm way off. Like
Yeah, exactly.
it jumps
That's what's
down.
happening to me.
Maybe this new um fucking studio or whatever will fix that, but it's fuck it's
It's
terrible.
YouTube, man. They're not gonna fix it.
Mm-hmm. All right, now wait, no. Okay, usurper takes the throne. Okay, now do we do another game? Did you read 3?
Yeah, I did 3.
Okay, good.
I did Feinstein, Alcide, and the Splinter.
There you go. All right. Bills. Oh boy, this game.
That was a butt fumble. It was a total butt fumble.
They were up 16 nothing, had the ball several times, up 16 nothing, and then lost 17-16.
The Bills had 4 turnovers. You got 6 points off of them and then nothing else. You still have no kicker because you cheaped out on the Pro Bowl kicker that you had last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate to say it, it's your goddamn fault, Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the Bills are in mediocrity.
They're
Right.
both mediocrity.
Yeah, and
None of them impress me.
the Jets are in mediocre. Like, how do you win and you're still mediocre? That's number one. Credit that they came back, but it's more what the Jets did than what the
Well,
Bills.
the Bills tripped over into a victory. That's what happened. You have 4 turnovers. You should not win a game.
Do you think that could be a tank bowl later in the season?
Maybe. It depends how Josh Allen does. And Josh Allen still has really suspect decision making.
Is Josh Allen Sam Darnold and is Sam Darnold Josh Allen? I really think that they're the same guy. Have they been seen in a room together?
I don't know. Sam Darnold showed flashes, same as Allen, but neither of them looked that hot. And the Jets did their damnedest to try and force feed Le'Veon Bell, and it did not work.
Yeah. I'm just saying because when one of them's on the field, the other one's off. So they could be the same guy. I'm
Double the money.
I'm highly suspect of that. All right, I'll read the next 3. Paul Feinstein, $2. Talk to y'all next dumpster fire as I and FPV cry into our Tom Coughlin shrine. Yes.
Jeez. I'm sorry, man.
That game was so hard to watch because my brother texted me as soon as they scored the touchdown. He's like, "You know they still suck, right?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah," and they proceeded to give up 35 unanswered points. Uh-huh. The splinter in our minds. But then a worst fate is visited upon us as the usurper subject turn and cast mockery and derision on us, the former benevolent overlords. Sorry. I got
That sounded like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Maybe a little bit. I'm not a singer, but I was trying to do the death metal, but it turned into unintentional comedy right there. And then Nick, the football guy. Hey, Nick, what's up? You must be new.
What's up,
For
Nick?
20 bones, thank you so much. Big splash up in the DF. How do you guys think the Vikings will perform this season? Do you think the Twins can somehow manage to get the 2nd seed from Houston? Will we win the division? Thoughts on last night's Texans at Saints game? Will New England win Super Bowl pound 7? Number 7. Oh, get their 7th ring? Wow, that's a lot of questions for one guy. I think he's from Minnesota. All right. Vikings are going to do good. I picked them for the playoffs. Twins can.
And I think, I don't think they're going to be as good as they were against Atlanta, but I think they'll be formidable. I think they'll be in the hunt for a playoff spot.
They're a good team, man. Good team. You guys are better off than a lot of teams in the league. And then I don't think the Twins can overtake Houston, but they
No, I don't think they're overtaking Houston because let me look at the standings right now.
They are.
I know
playing
they're
good
like
baseball.
about 4 or 5 above Cleveland right now.
Cleveland. And then definitely going to win the division, the
Oh,
Twins.
oh, dude, they're 8 games behind Houston. They're
Yeah.
not catching up.
No. And then Texans versus Saints game, I loved it. They made both me and you old takes exposed. Definitely.
Yeah.
We
And
almost got
also, one thing to mention: if Houston gets number 1, guess who Minnesota has if they win to the division? The Yankees.
Mm.
So, knowing that history, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
yeah. And then will New England win Super Bowl pound 7?
I think they got a good shot at it,
Yeah, they look.
but I'm not ready to crown them yet.
They look good. Sorry about the freezes, guys. I don't know what's going on. It seems to be doing its shit. Was that 3 for me? Did I read 3?
Yep, you did 3.
All right. Let me put this up here. Let's look at Ravens. All right, Ravens. Are the Ravens the division champ now after that? Teabagging?
I would say I feel like it's more about Miami.
Someone's got to be in the division championship. Someone's got to win that division too. You telling me?
I gotta say Ravens then.
Yeah. Because Cleveland lost a lot of spec, and the Steelers suck. And yeah, and you know where the Dolphins are going.
Oh yeah, they're going hardcore tank bowl. You put on the round bowl rock, and you do that on overdrive.
I think they're in a class by themselves. I think we need to create a Dolphins tier. Like, they are so bad.
Well, we call that Lolfins. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's where we are. We're with the Dolphins right there. We don't even need to expound on it. You go ahead and read the next 3.
That I can do. Another one from the splinter in our minds. The glee they take in spurning our benevolent reign is pure agony. But it is 3 single words that finally drive the splinter to the shatter point. Uncultured Barbarian for 5. I hate to be an I told you so. No, I really don't. Miami Dolphins, prepare yourselves for a season-long tank bowl. Cue the music.
You know that John Tesh wrote that song?
Yes, I did. I learned that after I put it on tank.
Yeah. And what he did was when he had the tune pop into his head, he called himself and left him a message on an answering machine and literally did that on the answering machine. He was like, bam, 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 and then got home. Idea. Right. And then got home later and like listened to himself go, bam, 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 bam. Anyways, it's a great intro to the Tank Bowl. All right, read this last one.
Yep. For Splinter in our minds, you can't win. You can't win.
I thought that was a reference to Adrian in Rocky. You can't win. You know, like when he's getting the shit kicked out of him by Apollo.
Apollo.
Apollo's beating the fuck out of him. All right. We've got the Redskins and the Eagles. The Redskins were up 17-0 in this game, and then they realized that they were the Redskins. And Case Keenum looked all world for the first 2 quarters, and they just could not hold on. And the score,
because they're the Redskins, that's why.
And the score of 32-27 is way it wasn't that close at the end. Like once the Eagles took the lead, it was over.
Pretty much. The last touchdown was in garbage time.
My question is are the Eagles division title or Super Bowl contenders?
I say wild card because their secondary looked like trash.
Yeah, that's true. Dallas is the best team in that division.
Exactly.
And they let Washington hang around. The question with Washington is, are they simple mediocrity or tank bowl yet?
I say mediocrity for now.
Yeah.
Case Keenum in general is pure mediocrity.
He's the definite. He looks so good in those. I was like, oh shit, y'all gonna fucking fuck these Eagles up. I like watching 2 division rivals play week 1 because at least I know one of them is gonna lose, right? But of course, it's more often to the Redskins. TIE Fighter 94, most disappointing team of week 1. I know that the Dolphins were the worst team. I'd say the Browns were
Yeah, I'd say Browns too. With all the hype, they laid an egg.
Yeah, they got the shit kicked out. But it was so good for Twitter. So good for Twitter.
Oh
David,
yeah, dude. They needed that ass kicking.
they did. It's a wake up call. If they go out and get destroyed to next weekend, though, the Cuyahoga is going to be set on fire. Like they're going to dump fuel into it and then set it on fire, literally.
Oh yeah.
David Benjamin for $5. What the fuck, Browns? Baker, interception maker. Where's the fucking defense, you dogs? I'm upset, or whatever. You dicks.
I'm upset.
It's D pound ats. You D pound ats.
CK.
I'm upset.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jack Danaher, who is on Twitter, and he really likes trains. And Thomas, by the way. Jack's awesome. For $2. How does it feel when your team starts 0-1? It feels like a punch in the gut, but of course, you know, when your team starts 0-1, you can't even watch NFL Network or highlights for a whole week, you know? Like
Well, because everyone overreacts to week 1.
You're just salty. You're just
Oh yeah.
It just hurts, man.
Well, Pittsburgh radio is gold right now because everyone's expounding salt at a ridiculous rate.
Is that Madden? Is he just going nuts? Is he just saying fire
Not really Madden. It's more 93.7 The Fan.
How many fans are there? It's like 660 The Fan, you know, like 8.
Well, they're all owned by the same company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who owns them? Westwood One?
It was CBS Radio, and then it was, I think it's Entercom
Oh,
now.
okay. All right. I think I did read 3. All right, and then we'll start with Dodge. Let's look at this other game. Rams and the Panthers. The Rams held on. The Panthers look good. Panthers look better
They looked okay, but they were always like a step behind. I feel like McCaffrey's pretty much carrying that offense.
Yeah. Rams did not look like a Super Bowl contender, though. I'll tell you that.
They look sloppy, and I think that had more to do with them not playing the preseason.
The fact
that they were still able to coast.
Yeah. Division title for them?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. They're still the class of that division, but I don't see them being good. Now the Panthers are interesting. Where do you put them after 1 week?
I say mediocrity. Yeah. Nothing really wowed me about them.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, they let another team coast and still lost. Like that was a trap game that they could have pulled out, and they.
Yeah, Newton did not look that good.
Yeah. All right. You start with Dodger. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Dodger of Zion. Get them out of here. As I lose myself because I fucking reload everything. Yep, here we go. Dodger of Zion for 5. Expect these to get bigger now that I've got a steady job. Oh. Also, rip my fantasy team. Thanks a lot, Steelers.
Congrats, Dodge. You got a job. Good job.
She got a gerb.
Gerb. Yeah.
And another splinter in our minds. Telenovela. Stop it. Why do you deride us so? We showed you kindness during our reign, not like the tyrannical usurpers who torment us all. 18, Brian Huang for $2. Urinating Tree, Season 2 of Days of Our Steelers. I hate to confess this, but I'm probably going to separate this Patriots one just because there's too much to talk about. It's not drama-related, but I want to fucking die.
You're addicted to throwing your team under the bus. It's true. It's true that you were like, oh yes, we're going to have a nice normal season. And then the lamentations cannot go unnoticed. They can't do it.
Pretty much.
I'm seeing that the Mets are blowing it. Are the Mets blowing it?
It's 3-2 right now.
3-2. And who's on the mound?
Justin Wilson. You had Brad Brock earlier.
All right.
So still time, relax.
Throw the game cast on. Yeah, they got all these call-ups, and they're like, hey, throw anybody out there. No, Justin Wilson's been with the squad. He's got a decent ERA. They got to bring in Seth Lugo to pitch every inning after the starter leaves.
Seth Lugo pitched 2 innings yesterday. I think he might be out of commission for this one.
I think
you might be looking at Ed Luz Diaz tonight.
See if they can
Sorry,
get out
buddy.
of this. D-backs are a good team, and they've been
on a nice hot streak.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're for real, but still.
Yep. All right, was that 3 for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, now we have Colts and the Chargers. So the Chargers were winning that game, the whole game, and then they let the Colts.
Gave up 15 unanswered.
Yep, they got 15 unanswered, including a horrible touchdown in which they should have tackled the guy at the 10 and the game should have been over, and I would have covered the -6.5. But no, the guy slipped like 6 tackles and ran into the end zone. So, and then the Chargers just pulled it off and won by 6, but thereby fucking me by the half point. And both those teams look mediocre. Both of those teams.
Yeah, I mean, like, Chargers, look, I'd say one card still, but they had trouble on their defense. The Colts, their biggest thing that killed them was Adam Vinatieri, which
he's dying.
You can't really say all that much.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to put the Chargers in mediocrity because fuck them. They lost me money. And I'm going to put the Colts there too.
Colts are mediocrity. I mean, that's more you being biased.
The Chargers are going to make the playoffs, but fuck them. Fuck you. You lost me money. You lost me. I only bet $20. Like it wasn't like if I would have laid like 200 like I did, or I bet them in Vegas one time when I was out there with Raining Ravens, another YouTuber, and we both lost $100. It was sad.
Ooh,
it was sad. And he never bet before, and I don't think he has since.
Yeah, I mean, you have one bad experience, you're not going to do it again.
Yeah. If you win the first time, you get addicted for life. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. You want to get that high again.
Yeah. It is kind of intoxicating to win money for nothing. All right. What are the Mets doing? Is Diaz in?
No, it's still Justin Wilson. Okay. Man on second. I'm
just getting paranoid.
They're fouling off a lot of pitches. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs.
Okay. So I think it's me here. RW98, the skid marks, a.k.a. Browns, got humbled back to reality. Yeah, they got humbled. Who is it? The left guard kicked the defender in the face. It was just, they weren't ready. They weren't ready.
They were completely unprepared and sloppy as hell. That was embarrassing.
Trevor Towermina. Okay. Question from a salty Yinzer to another salty Yinzer. Why did JR not buy out Gudbranson and then use the freed cap space to re-sign Pedersen? Ooh.
Because Branson's still under contract for 2 more years, and he's probably buyout proof. So you'd have to buy him out for 4 years.
Right. That's why. And you would get the cap hit for that, right? So
yes.
Yeah. So it's not worth it.
That's the problem.
You just got to put the traffic cone out there and just maybe someone will trip over it. Maybe. And then we already read Jake. Thank you for your $50.
Yep, and for Mr. Gadzooks.
Gadzooks. Money can't buy you love, but money can buy you stuff, and stuff is great. Yes, I like stuff. Also, in lieu of Miami taking who is the worst NFL team ever. Ooh.
It's got to be the expansion Buccaneers.
Yeah. The 0-26, because they went 2 seasons without winning. I mean, Cleveland was bad. The 1-31 stretch was bad, but no, 0-26 is terrible.
Well, Mets got out of it, so you're okay for another inning.
Oh, all right.
Just a little update.
All right. Now we're getting into some games here. We got the Bengals and the Seahawks. So the Bengals did better than I expected, but I still
put them mediocrity.
Yeah, I put them mediocre too. And the Seahawks,
wild card.
Yeah. They're how many wild?
I feel like
we got too many wild card teams though now in the NFC. All right.
Well, we can pare it down later too.
Well, yeah, or we could say that they're contenders for the wild card. How about that?
Yes.
Wild card.
That would make more sense.
Tenders. There. We can just edit history. That's what we do. Okay. And now yeah. You read the next 3 and keep it going.
Oh yeah, let's go for a few more Snappers chats. from Brandon Davis for 5. I know the Bears offense was super bad on Thursdays, but Packers fans need to shut up. Only won by 7, and Rodgers didn't look like Rodgers of old again. That's true. He only had one drive. You know about rivals. They're going to dunk on you whenever they can.
Packers were just as bad as the Bears.
Exactly.
The Bears,
it was a terrible game. It was sloppy as hell.
Yeah, it was like watching the Super Bowl all over again. The Packers should not. Someone had to win that game or tie, but Packers fans should not be happy with that.
Bears fans are celebrating they might have a kicker. That's overreacting.
Yeah, they're not going to have to sign Carly Lloyd is what they're happy about. Good for them. All right, keep it going.
Pretty much. Let's go for Mr. The Splinter of Our Minds for 5. Why won't the Patriots die? Why won't the Pens dispose of the senile old man? Why is Hendrick putting fast drivers in slow cars? Why? Oh, God. Why? I think we know who this is.
Yes. It's one of those things.
And our previous guest anchor, Kevin Michael Von Magnum for 20, official Dumpster Fire host / guest team standings. Dodger of Zion for Philly, 1-0. Kevin Michael Von Magnum with Tennessee, 1-0. 5 points, vids, New York Giants, 0-1. Tree with Pittsburgh, 0-1. Perna with Colorado, or Denver, 0-1.
All of us took it in the shorts, man. All of us.
We did. We got pants.
You, KTO, Flemlo Raps, Brandon Perner, Brett Coleman, too. So if you're a YouTuber with a big channel, like, you got fucked. Only, like, RBT, who was a Tennessee Titans fan, didn't get fucked. Like, that's it. That's it. Like, he was the only person that was tweeting about happiness or raining Ravens, and that was all. So, yeah, we all caught L's. We all caught L's.
All right. A lot of L's.
Let's scroll this here and then back to the games. So we finally got to the Cowboys-Giants. We're in the late games now. And
Cowboys are definitely division.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. You don't even need to expound on that. And the question for me is, like, are the Giants at Tank Bowl yet or mediocrity? I'm
going Tank Bowl.
Yeah, it's sad. Sad I got to put my Giants in the Tank Bowl. It's by week 4. Like going into the game, I was like, oh, man, if we could steal one against the Cowboys, you know, maybe be playoff contenders, you know. By the end of the game, I was like, yep, week 4, Daniel Jones.
Not happening. Yep. Sorry, buddy.
Week 4, Daniel Jones will be the They just don't have a defense. They're like the Mets and their bullpen. They're like the Mets and their bullpen. Just shit.
If you have an update, take a look at Oakland-Houston. 17-2 Oakland.
Oh, wow. And Houston had been scoring runs like they were going.
Oh, yeah, they crushed them last night. Yeah. And then the Yankees and Detroit are tied at 11.
What the?
So.
Oh, yeah. How did they give up 11 runs in Detroit? Detroit's been tanking all year. Philly-Atlanta, that's a good game.
Yeah, Philly-Atlanta's a good game. Milwaukee and Miami are tied. Mets and D-backs. So. Got a lot of good baseball. And then you got Pirates, who suck ass.
Yeah, and San Francisco, because the schedule says so. All right, 6-foot sniper. Wow, this is a big one. California 27.99, which I think is US 20. No.
Yeah, I think that's 20.
Yeah, okay. Could be. Love your videos and the effort you put into them, UrinatingTree and FivePoints. Thank you. Will Days of Our Steelers and Saxonville Abbey make a comeback this year? And do the Canucks have a shot at playoffs or the Cup? A hopeful Canucks fan. If you would have signed Antonio Brown.
If Thatcher Demko is what he is, you've got a shot.
Yeah, and Pedersen still a beast. I don't know. I think the NHL is as wide open as the NBA now. And I don't know, are you going to do mini Saxonville Abbeys, or do you think that is just...
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, who knows? Like, I think the Raiders one might be done unless the Civil War happens, because the big shit was Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
But I'll keep an eye on that. I mean, most of the stuff's going to come from time to time.
Yeah, Raiders...
I'm hoping not for a long season one. If I have to do Days of Our Steelers every single week, I'm going to fucking die.
You are. You're so doing it. Like, what if they go 0-5? Like, there has to be a Days of the Steelers, because there's going to be
if it's Days of Our Steelers, I'm just going to be fucking broken, drinking my sorrows in the background.
Yeah. You're not a real fan. Cranjus McBasketball for $5. Is Falk to the Ducks a good idea? I don't like it personally, especially if Case goes in exchange. I don't understand what they're doing with Falk when you just made the playoffs, right? You just had, like, I don't get it.
He got replaced by a couple other guys like Slavin. They got a couple other guys coming up. Jake Bean is one of their top prospects down there. So they have pieces to fill in and like tweak. And Falk was kind of like, he's kind of in the wayside. He's more of an excess good. And I think with Casa, they might see something they like.
I don't know. I thought that he was your anchor, but as the Rangers proved, or any team has proven these days, they'll fucking cut your ass. They'll fucking cut your ass in the NHL. Kevin Sika for $10. Breaking news: South Beach liquor stores are dangerously low on the alcohol due to Miami Dolphins fans realizing the tank is in full effect. We knew it would be bad, but not this bad. Talk about Jets loss. Yeah, talk about the Jets loss. They lost. They trashed.
Oh, it was
jetted.
bad.
They jetted so hard. That
was some mega butt fumbling. That's what that was.
They fucked up. They trash. I'm surprised we didn't put them in the tank, but I think it's more insulting to put them at mediocrity.
Yep. Right. There's time to put them in tank bowl still. We got to see.
All right, you had the 49ers versus the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. 49ers, I still don't think that they're that good.
I'm not sold on them. I think that had more to do with Tampa Bay.
Yeah. And is Tampa Bay tanking?
I put them in tank bowl because Jameis Winston still does not know how to not turn the ball over.
You're right. You right. Yes. So, Jameis Winston in the tank bowl, he sucks.
He has more games like that. He's getting benched.
Yeah.
Again.
And they can't go to Fitzception. He is not the number one overall. He's not. No.
He was the first overall pick. He has the talent. He has the ability. He's got a 10-cent brain.
Uh-huh.
He cannot read the NFL defenses. No. And his decision-making is garbage.
It's already 10 o'clock. Why don't you read the next three?
We can. I can't believe it's already 10.
I know.
Holy
but
shit.
We'll stay on. We'll read all the fucking stamps.
I know. Oh, we will. Yeah. Don't worry. Splintered our minds for 10. Why, Kavanaugh? Why couldn't you find us an NHL affiliate? Why are you signing pieces of SPHL-level crap metal to fill out the roster? Why do you think Taylor will translate his U18 success to the ECHL? Chromium Cheetah for $5 Canadian. Gruden, please stop this shit and play football, Brown. Monkey paw curls. Which I feel like Antonio Brown's becoming more and more like that.
I thought the phone call that he recorded illegally made Gruden look really good. Honestly.
Yeah, the problem is, like, Gruden and Mayock, they got played like fools.
They did, but I think Gruden, like, he was man enough to call him and man enough to ask him some really hard questions. Like,
that's what coaches usually should do.
Yeah. He didn't avoid him. He didn't, like, like, I could see someone like Adam Gase being, like, not, like, avoiding him and not calling him. Gruden did. I thought that's probably why Gruden let that audio slip, because he was like, I look good on this. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, why not?
Right. All right, read this last one.
Pretty much. Oh, I got a little update. Ed Luz Diaz is warming up in the bullpen.
Fuck me in the
Graf Von Tirol for $5. The Tennessee Titans may have shown up in week 1, but the Tennessee Vols at the moment is a dumpster fire, and they are a dumpster fire.
Oh, the Volunteers.
Yep, you lost to Georgia State, and you lost to Mormons.
Yeah, they're 0-2 for the first time.
Embarrassing fashion.
Yes, they're. Why are they getting worse? They're the Volunteers. Like, they should be better. They're the Tennessee. They play in Neyland Stadium. Like, it's huge. Like, you can't be bad if you're the Tennessee Volunteers. Like,
they haven't been good since Peyton Manning's been there.
No, T. Martin. They won a world championship. They won a national championship after Peyton left, and they had a stacked team. And they've been terrible ever since Fulmer left. And they fired Phil Fulmer. Well, he kind of retired, but I mean, terrible. Is that it for you?
What can you do?
I think so.
It should be, yes, sir.
All right, now we've got some funny ones here. We're almost done doing the tier, and then we'll just read Snapchats. Lions and Cardinals. Dear God.
The Lions are fucking trash.
Yeah.
Like, you had that game in the fucking bag and you decided to get conservative. I've never been a fan of Matt Patricia, but that was some hack tier coach.
Yeah. It's funny that all the New England assistants, they're trash except for when they play New England. Like,
well, because like I think Belichick does him a favor.
Yeah,
it's
he's
really
like, oh yeah, we'll just lay down. All right, Mike Rabel, I know that you're gonna win 4 games this year. Here's 1 out of your 4. Uh-huh. All right, so both of those teams. What about, dude? There's optimism in Arizona. Like Kyler Murray didn't.
Arizona looked like shit for 3 quarters.
They did,
and then they went off because they feasted on a conservative play scheme.
Do you still think they're tank bowl contenders?
I think so for now. Yes.
Yeah.
Because those first 3 quarters, they were trash.
They was trash. All right. Splinter in our minds. And why are you still charging AHL prices for the ECHL's premier shit show? And especially in a decrepit septic tank that is the Norfolk Scope. Just stop.
Just
stop. I would never go to... I'd rather drive all the way to Washington to pay double to watch an NHL game than go see Norfolk. Like, I would not do that. Ravenloop 74 $1.99. Thank you. Vols are a dumpster flame emoji. Yes, they are. They are so bad. And Before You Love Shine. What's up, Before You Love? $2. Bigger pretender, Fitzception or Trubisky? I don't think Fitzception has ever pretended that he's garbage.
Yeah, Fitzception just like he has his moments where it's like, holy shit, he's good, and then he is what he is.
He are who they thought they were.
People love Trubisky. Mm-hmm. Like they thought he was going to be the shit. He went from like a late first, early second to a top first round pick in like 3 weeks without even playing.
Didn't they pass on Mahomes for Trubisky? Yeah.
Yeah. They traded up for a spot with 3 mid-round picks to get him. Mm-hmm. And like they passed on Watson and Mahomes.
Yeah. 2 surefire top guys. I don't know. I think that was a little racist. They didn't want to hand the reins over to a mixed or an African American. That's fucked up.
Watson had questions, and I think Mahomes was still raw.
I don't know how you could have had questions about Deshaun Watson coming out. He was amazing in college. Like you would have to be stupid to not.
I feel like Deshaun Watson is the most talent out of any of those 3.
Yeah. All right, here we are. We're at the Patriots Steelers. Patriots are definitely Super Bowl contenders. There's no doubt about that. And where do you
Steelers? I want to say wildcard contenders, but
I want you to shut the fuck up. They got smoked, dude. They're in the mediocrity tier until they start winning games.
Justin Wilson's still in the game, so Justin Wilson's still in the game for the Mets.
Oh, okay. Eddie Luz is not out there, and is it the 9th?
It is the top of the 9th.
No outs, 2-2 count. No runners on. Something's in play. No out. So that means that someone just got on base, I think.
Yep, single.
Yep, singled up.
So they might pull him now.
Nick Ahmed singles up the middle. All right. You read these next ones.
That I can do, sir. Let's go for trigger warning for $5. I was at the Cowboys game and got to see the legend of Daniel Jones. Absolutely a sight to behold. Also, how about them Cowboys?
You got to mess up.
And if I remember correctly, yep, Daniel Jones had a forced fumble.
Yeah, he started his career off very Eli Manning-esque. Mm-hmm. Remember, Eli Manning used to fumble 10 times a year before he won the Super Bowls. Uh-huh. Right.
And an update for you, Milwaukee is now leading Miami 4-3. I know, incredible. But let's go on to our next little snapper chatter from, and I lost track again because I tried to reload, Chris Durso for $3. Tree, how would you rate Wentz's first game? I thought he was solid. I thought he had a nice return to form after the rust fell off. And he
Dude,
had a nice chemistry with Deshaun Jackson.
those coverage packages, though, that they were doing single safety high and making the safety pick between Jackson and Jeffrey was terrible scheming from the Redskins. Like, absolute garbage. And then ending up in single coverage. Like, trust me, Wentz can play. I like his game. Like, he can throw the ball out there. But the Redskins did not do themselves any favors by the schemes
Well,
that
it's
they
the
were running.
Redskins, that's why.
Yeah. hmm And read this one from Salvatore, and then we'll start finishing out this tier ranking back
Oh,
here.
yeah. Salvatore for $3. Would Mike Scott have fought EDP? Probably yes. Because if you're unfamiliar with that, Mike Scott, like, he fought because there was a coffin at a tailgate. There was a
Yeah.
lot of rumors going on that it was Sean Taylor, but it's not.
No, it
He
wasn't.
was wearing the Sean Taylor jersey.
Who brings a coffin to a tailgate?
That's why I asked the same thing. I'm like, who the hell brings a coffin to a tailgate? Like, that makes no sense.
Hey, we bought this crematorium just in case, like a drunk fan kind of stumbles in it. We're gonna put them in the crematorium and, burn them up. Yeah. That's how we tailgate here in Philly. We also have a coffin.
It's Philly.
Yeah, if you want to be buried
Something
the traditional way.
Narratives.
That's right. They've got an embalmer back there, like, hey, you want to get passed out, and so we'll just remove all your organs and stuff you with, furniture or packing foam, packaged peanuts, and then put you in a coffin, because that's what we do here. That's how we tailgate here in Philly.
That's how we do things. Philly.
And I think that's it for you, right?
Yep, that is it for me.
Okay. Thanks for bringing up that Mike Scott deal. Texans and the Saints. All right, we're in the 2 Monday night games. Wow. Saints, do you think are still Super Bowl contenders, pulling that shit out of their ass?
Yes, I do, but only because of their and offense.
Yep. And I got to put the Texans at division title contenders for sure.
Well, it looks like we got a runner on second, one out for the Mets.
Uh-oh. One out. Boy, we don't have enough division title contenders. I think we've only got... Well, actually, no, we're right. No, the Super Bowl contenders are also...
They are division contenders.
That's right. So we got it right, actually. We're good. All right, Carl Singleton for $2. Favorite NBA player of all time, Tree. Who's that?
Oh, damn. I would say Vince Carter.
Ooh, that's a great pick. Great pick.
Single for the Mets, or single for the Diamondbacks, first and third, one out.
Oh, my God. They're going to fucking blow it. They're going to fucking blow
Justin
it.
Wilson's good. I figured you'd pull him for Ed Luz Diaz.
Yeah, just bring in Diaz. Fuck it. Let it complete you. Come to the dark side.
Yes.
Crimson Huntsman for $2. Dolphins Lau Cow when? Ooh.
Needs a few more weeks. I think there's more drama to come.
More drama. Wow, we're really behind. And then Mason Mahoney with the Ravens logo. How long does the Capitals title window remain open after this season? Backstrom and Holtby become free agents. And there's also the Kuzi situation. As long as you have Ovechkin, but yeah, that window's closing. All right, let's do the last
as
game.
I said, let's take a few more years considering Ovechkin.
Let's do the last game. Broncos, Raiders. I think that's easy. I think they're both mediocre.
Yeah. You could make the case for Broncos being tankable, but I don't think they're that awful.
No, they're not that terrible yet. Yep. Both mediocre. So this looks pretty good. We could I think we can take 2 teams out of wild card if we really wanted to. But yeah.
That's about it. There's a lot of mediocrity. It's really what I'm seeing.
Yeah, a lot of teams suck, and we've got our tank bowl contenders here. We got our tank bowlers. Wow, the Giants. Giants are bad, man. Giants are bad. All right, we'll save that. Well, is there a way to shade?
Oh, they got 2 outs, but runners on second and third.
So I'll save this for next week. Download the image. Oh, I gotta log in. Oh well, I'll figure
I'll
that
do
out.
the next three.
All right, you do the
Let's
next
go to
three while I
Splinter in Our
figure this out.
Minds for $5. Beast of Metal 1989. That name echoes to me like an old friend from another age. Perhaps he might be seen again in a future age, many days from now. B-Man 29397 with a couples. Mac Mind, first Pro Bowl kicker in team history. Should I resign? Nah, when a game's ever decided by a kicker. Plus, with AB, sit the Jets. I might have won the trade. So, also one more. Hey Tree, every first year Jets head coach averages 9.3 wins in year one.
Every first year Jets head coach averages 9.3. Okay, yeah. Okay, you're on pace for 0 right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's our tier list, by the way, and we'll just bang out these Snapchats until it's time for bed for me. Uncultured Barbarian, $5. Do you think that Zimmer said to Kirk Cousins during film study this week, that touchdown dance was cute? Don't ever fucking do it again.
That sounds like it.
Poor
sound
Kirk
about
Cousins is the whitest man alive. He is. Tucker White, let's do 3 and 3. All right, Tucker White, 94 for $5. You're all fools for having a favorite NFL team, says the guy whose college football team, Vols, is the laughing stock of the game this season. Wow, Tucker. I feel bad for you, bro. I feel bad. And then Jack Danaher, how does it feel when your team starts 0-1? Feels bad, man.
It does feel pretty bad.
Feels bad.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
All right. You go the next 3.
For $2. Hey Tree, how about them Steelers? Oh. But yeah, they got stomped. It was bad. Mystery Man for $5. Must be a new guy. Greetings, my first donation. Thank you, my brother. Chargers and Rams almost made me regret being an LA resident on Sunday. Shake my head. But yeah, I mean, that's the problem with LA teams. So
here we go. You guys are already spitting out, huh?
Yep. Trevor Termina for $2. Diaz, Lomet.
They're sticking with Wilson. They haven't taken him out yet.
Yep, it's 2 and 2 right now.
Yep. And Wilmer
Flores. 1 and 2, sorry.
Ex-Met Wilmer Flores.
Oh, struck him out. Game over. You got lucky.
I don't think the game. Oh, the game's over. They won. Oh my god.
Yep. Unfortunately, the Brewers and Phillies are in, so you're not going to gain ground unless the Cubs win. So you keep pace.
We hurt the D-backs more than we helped ourselves, I think.
Yeah. The problem with the D-backs, I didn't think they were real legit, but still. All
right. Was that 3 for you?
Yep, that was 3 for me.
The Simpsons since 90. By the way, The Simpsons, one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
I was 13.
I'm shocked they're still doing shows.
I love it, though. First fave, 49ers. Second fave, Texans. Third fave, anyone playing the Suckhawks. The Super Bowl they won is tainted, and screw the 12s. Ooh, someone hates the Seahawks. Crimson Huntsman, do you think
the bandwagon came out of nowhere?
Do you think the Braves have a shot at the 1 seed? No. Absolutely.
They got a chance. I think they're only a couple games behind, but they look good. Right?
They look good, but they're not taking down the Dodgers. No. Dodgers
unless they can get to the soft belly of the back end of their bullpen, they're not.
Keegan Alba, how long until AB never plays on an NFL roster? I don't see Goodell suspending him over this lawsuit stuff. Like, it's completely separate from the NFL, you know? Like, it's just crazy. And then, was that my 3? Yeah. All right.
Yep, that was your 3. And also, let's go for Steve L. For $4. The 49ers had an easy win against the Bucs. They did, because Jameis Winston happened. That's why. Alex Moreno for $10. Yep, here comes the marathon. Hey, guys, the live stream caught me on. I'm actually on my break for once while I'm watching this, lol. Song of the day, Nothing Could Come Between Us by Theory of a Dead Man. Can't wait for Sunday.
You read them all. Read all of Alex's.
Yep. All of Alex's? Damn. Alex Moreno, who are you taking in the rivalry matchup for Sunday?
Ooh. Who's that? Who's that?
I'm sorry, rivalry. The second one, rivalry reaming Rams Saints. Go Rams, fuck Nola.
Yeah.
I'm going Nola there, buddy. Sorry.
I think New Orleans wins again, but they gave a lot of points to the Texans. Texans have a dynamic
And update
offense.
Philly won too, so you still a game behind them.
Nothing. We got nothing. We won for winning. At least we didn't lose ground on everyone though.
Pretty much. That's what you have to do right now.
All right, read Alex
Won
one more
everyone.
time.
And then Alex Moreno for 5. So many blowouts this past week. Dolphins, Browns, and Broncos, all catastrophic plane crashes. I wouldn't say the Broncos just yet. The Browns had a bad week, and the Dolphins awful.
Broncos should have won that game. They had everything teed up for them. Everything was teed up. All right. Brandon Davis for 5. I'm a very lazy Blackhawks fan, so what should I expect from them, and what do you think the ceiling is? Ceiling is playoffs only.
Yeah, playoff contender.
Yeah.
Maybe divisional rounds.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that.
Core
I don't think
aging.
Lake's going to have the year he had, but I think your goaltending will be better than the last couple years.
You look at how Cronwall just retired for the Red Wings.
Blackhawks or the Red Wings. Yeah.
I know Duncan Keith is still been healthy, but that day is coming. You just can't you can't use up defenders like that in the league and not expect there to be consequences. Alex Moreno, $1.99. Tree, can I buy one of your logo stickers for my TSX? Ooh, he's got an
TSX.
Acura. He's got an
Damn.
Acura.
I mean, I'll have to put it on Teespring probably, but it's possible.
That's what I drive.
Probably
Alex Moreno for $1.99. One more time. The Bengals are the NFL's resident Nickelback team. Ooh.
I would say it was the Titans.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll see.
This is how you remind me. All right. You read the next, and then all.
Greg Goden for 5. White people claim that TB12 is the GOAT. We mustn't forget that Bartolo Colon is the real GOAT.
He is.
No, he's more than a GOAT. He's ascended Gotham. He's big sexy. He is a title among itself.
He's sexier than Tom Brady as well. Easily much more sexy.
Absolutely.
All right, read all these Morenos.
Yep, Alex Moreno, $5. Best rivalry in the NFL. Raiders, Broncos, Rams, Saints, Pats, Steelers, Bears, Packers, Ravens, Steelers, Cowboys, Eagles, Rams, Seahawks, Eagles, Vikings. I would say probably Bears, Packers, Ravens, Steelers, and maybe Cowboys, Eagles.
I like Bears, Packers, honestly, and then Ravens, Steelers after that, and fuck both the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yep, I agree. The Browns are the NFL's TWA 800. Lol, what a waste.
Oh my gosh. He's very you like those plane crashes, Alex. You ever watch that show Why Do Planes Crash? One of my favorite shows. It's almost always
sounds like it's anti-aircraft, like people scaring them into not flying.
Yep.
Sounds like to me, but let's go on. For $2, guys, I found the Seattle Poop Sock fan page. Lol.
What's that all about? People pooping socks?
I have no idea.
John Kushak, $10. Will Gabe Kuckler, I like that name, get fired by the Phillies, and who will replace him?
He should be fired. I mean, their GM should be considered too, because the Phillies, they look like shit.
Hire Chase Utley so that he'll teach every player to slide into other players' legs. Alex Moreno, where did it go?
Yep.
Also, Dodgers are ass blasting the Orioles. Is that the ass blaster? Yes.
Ass blaster 5,000. Let's look at the score. It wasn't that crazy. It was like the final score was only 7-3. You won. Detroit beat the Yankees 12-11. You won ass blasting. How the fuck did you lose to the Tigers? You won ass blasting. Oakland's beating Houston 19-3.
Yeah, it was 17-3 earlier.
And it's and it's the top of the 8th.
It says the 6th for me. Is it the top of the
Joe
8th?
Biagini had 6 earned runs in no innings pitched.
Yeah. Wow. They've scored in every inning too so far. This could be a record breaker.
It's gonna be a special day.
Yeah. Where are we at? JPGR Rocks. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for helping me get into sports. Serious question. Which Minnesota sports team do you think will win a championship first? Ooh, the Twins.
That's tough.
The
I mean,
Twins.
Vikings, you always think are close. Wild have a bit to go. Maybe the Twins?
Yeah, I'm saying the Twins because the Wild will always be the Wild, and the Timberwolves. No one will ever want to play for the Timberwolves. Like,
Yeah.
that you can't win that game.
The
in the
Timberwolves,
NBA
you
that
mean?
way. Yeah. Whatever. Are they the T-Wolves? Yeah. And Leo Doyle.
The Timberwolves, I mean. Because they just get the Chicago Bulls old player.
Temper Bulls. The Timber Bulls. I get it. Oh, you're doing what's called a pun, a play on words.
Yeah, my throat's a little messed up right now. So
yeah, I know. I've been talking too. I'm like getting a sore throat. Leo Doyle.
I've been dealing with a really bad cough.
Oh, well, it's fall allergies, man. That's what happens. Leo Doyle, you guys see the AB details? Yeah, apparently he raped some people. So
Next, we're going to see AB's part of a crime syndicate and killed 3 people in a drug deal gone.
He's the new.
Because nothing would surprise me about AB.
Yes. All right, we're almost done. You read Ace Can Shader.
Ace Can Shader for $5. Well, Antonio Brown just accused of rape. Guess it's more signs from the football gods. And I guess he did the spaces because you can't say that word on a super chat.
Mark Davis called in a favor. Is what I think happened.
Carl Singleton for 2 favorite pro sports league tree. I've always liked hockey, but in terms of the actual league, I don't know.
Like how it's
NHL
run?
Maybe?
Yeah, like how it's run? Like
yeah, the NHL's not really run all that well.
Yeah, I like the MLB, honestly. As a league, I like them. I mean, the NFL obviously provides the best content, the most drama, but I hate the way that they administer the
the NFL's a mess.
Yeah. But I like what the MLB is doing, and they also invite me on their broadcast and sent me a jersey, so I kind of have to go with them. Love you, MLB. All right.
Let's go one more here from Jared Froman for $5. I forgot this was on. How's it going? Tigers just beat the Yankees 12-11.
Yeah, they did them raw. All right. Steve L for $9.99. Hey Tree, 49ers versus Steelers. Do you think it would be a tank bowl?
Probably not. No. I see them more as mediocrity.
I don't think the Steelers are that bad. I think they're gonna miss the playoffs, but they're not gonna tank for draft picks.
Exactly.
All right, I'll read Froman and then you can have the last one. AB for $5. AB is past cancer territory. He's in thermonuclear weapon territory. I think AB is outbreak level, like airborne AIDS level.
He's Chernobyl level right now.
Yes.
Like he is wildly radioactive. Like it's getting bad.
I think he just can't stand not being in the headlines. Like he's just like, I gotta do something, and it can't be related. I can't be from football. Like he's just.
Antonio Brown takes hostages at the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah, something like that would happen. He was invited to ring the bell, and then he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna take some hostages." And then the Patriots will.
And it is now 20-3 Athletic.
Oh my God. Wow.
We have isn't this the second straight day with a 20 spot on the board?
So it's 20-3. Hold on. Yeah. And it's only, what inning is it? It's only
yesterday was 15-0.
It's the 6th inning. They've scored in every frame. And how many outs are there? There's 2 outs. So they're probably going to get out of this. They're pathetic. This game, they're the Astros. All right, read this last one and we can sign off.
There we go. Mason Mahoney for 2. Nickelback isn't that bad. I say they're merely mediocre. I don't think they're like terrible. Just mediocre. There's meh. They're there.
They're there. Nickelback is terrible. I hate Nickelback.
I'm not a fan of them. I just feel like
This is how you remind me of who I really am. It's every song is the same. It's not like you. Look at this photograph. I want a bathroom that I can play baseball in. Something I can just be a rock star. See, I sang every Nickelback song in 10 seconds. And I wasn't even good at it, you know?
Pretty much. I think somebody one time like put every hit Nickelback song together, and they all have the same like, cadence, rhythm, and beat.
That's what I was referencing. Yeah, they all have the same, like Chad Crow, like, yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible. Beatles or Stones? Carl Singleton for $2. This will be the last one, then we got to sign off because I'm starting to actually get
Yeah, I mean, my throat's like killing me right now. Like I've been dealing
but this
with
is
a
what
viral thing or something.
Yeah, hey, I was tired before the show, but the show must go on, right?
Exactly.
Carl Singleton, Beatles or Stones? Both of you. Ooh.
Stones.
Stones too. Sympathy for the Devil, one of the greatest songs ever, I would say. Pleased to meet you. I don't know. Beatles are great, but I gotta go with Stones, man. Paint It Black, also another great song, man. Amazing song. Beatles have some great songs.
Paint It Black is a good one.
Yeah, Paint It Black, like that's just that captures like teenage angst like perfectly. It's amazing. Beatles don't really do that for me. They're like it's like a mix between Imagine and Drugs. But Imagine was John Lennon. It wasn't even the Beatles, you know? So, I don't know. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Like the Beatles were a boy band at one point.
Weren't the Rolling Stones a boy band too?
No. Would you consider them a boy band at first?
Maybe. I mean, like in the early 60s.
That's true. It could have been. It could have been. All right. Let's wrap it up. Do you have any final thoughts? No. We got our tier maker in. Let's look at this one more time here.
I'm probably going to be premiering Sports Ball tomorrow afternoon. Just a heads up.
Be big.
Just the first week, I'm going to change it up.
People are going to jack hard. I actually look forward to Sports Ball. Like, I'm just like, yes, it's better.
As I said, we'll see how it goes this year, man.
Yep. All right. I know the days.
Sees how it goes.
I know the days of our Steelers is coming back. I know it. All right. That's your final thoughts. I don't have any final thoughts. 5 Points Vids. You have made it to the end of another stream. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the mods. Nick Man was there.
Thanks for sticking around, boys.
Splinter in our minds. We got
KTO sighting.
Yeah. What? KTO just popped in? Browns deserve tier 1.
Browns deserve tier 1.
For me to poop on.
Not after week 1, buddy.
For me to poop on. All right. Next week, KTO, come on to the show. All right. I'll text you. We'll see if they win. I'll catch you when you're optimistic. All right, boys. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of the dumpster fuego.